Welcome back to Golf Central. Once again, Fred Ridley, the newest chairman of Augusta National Golf Club, taking over today, becoming the 7th chairman in the 85-year history of Augusta National. We are joined now by the former governor of Pennsylvania and former director of Homeland Security, Mr. Tom Ridge. Mr. Ridge, you have a long history with Fred Ridley. What kind of leader do you think he will be?
Well, first of all, I think I'm proud to have had that history with him, and he's willing to play with golfers who are quite as good at the game as he is, that's for sure. What kind of leader do I think he'll be? If you and I set up to build a profile, to build on the legacy of the 6 previous chairmen, the stewardship that's required, I can't believe anybody would better suit that profile than Fred. He'll be an effective leader. You know what? He's got great style. He's an effective communicator. His quiet humility is coupled with an extraordinary passion for the game. I think his life has demonstrated both personally and professionally, and it reflects the highest standards of the game, its character, its integrity. I think he'll be a very effective leader, and the fact that he's been has a tremendous record in the legal profession in the complex world within which we all operate, you pull all those things together, and you find yourself an extraordinarily effective chairman. And perhaps most important, he understands that it's not just the constituency at Augusta National, but it's those who love and cherish the game, whether they play it or not. He understands that to the marrow of his bones. He'll be a very effective chairman and a great leader of a great game.
High praise for sure. You have been a leader, obviously, at the state level, the national level. What is the toughest part of leadership, Tom?
Well, I think the ability to stay focused on your mission, to deal with the challenges associated with this, and his challenge is to build on the tradition of some extraordinary men whom he follows. I think a good leader will listen. A good leader, and he is and will be a very effective communicator. He's got great style. Leaders can galvanize support of those around him to advance the interest in whatever that mission might be. And because Fred appreciates, he reminds me a lot of my friend Arnold Palmer. Fred loves the game. Fred loves the people that play the game and the people that don't play the game. You know, those millions who turn on that weekend at Augusta, they may not watch any other tournament throughout the year, but they're watching the Masters. But he also understands his role is to build the game, to enhance the game, to build on its traditions and customs, both globally and domestically. I mean, he's got the style, the demeanor, the calm, confident manner, which to do exactly that.
Thanks so much, Tom. We greatly appreciate it, and it's been an honor to speak to you today.
Great pleasure to talk with you, particularly about the 7th chairman at Augusta.
As we leave Mr. Ridge, we go to his home state of Pennsylvania. Just over a year ago that Arnold Palmer was brought home for the last time to Latrobe Country Club. His ashes spread over the property, the place where his first wife had her ashes placed. Too many returned today to Mr. Palmer's hometown for the Latrobe Classic, and we now join George Savarikas.
Ryan, it's basically a dream day for golf fanatics, especially those who want to see the place where Arnold Palmer first learned how to play the game. After teeing it up on Sunday, the 85 players who are part of the 5th annual Latrobe Classic benefiting Arnie's Army met at the Orlando airport bright and early at 7 a.m. on Monday for the start of what would become a whirlwind day. That day began with a flight from Orlando to Latrobe. Once everyone was unloaded, we went directly over to Latrobe Country Club with a moment to honor the memory of Mr. Palmer beforehand. His grandson, Sam Saunders, with the ceremonial first tee shot to kick things off. I spoke with Sam and his mom, Amy, about their goals going forward for Arnie's Army and what this day means to them.
It's special. You know, this is always, you know, a nostalgic place for all of us, I think, and to come here and on a beautiful day like this and see the, you know, the fall colors and you know, the memories that come up when you get back to Latrobe are really special, and I know it's going to be a wonderful day for everyone. And for me personally, I just hope I can add to it and make it a fun day and really remember what we're here for.
I hope that through his legacy, we continue to have the opportunity to elevate the hospital, but all the other charitable causes that both my mom and dad were involved in during the course of his career. And I think it just lifts everyone up to have that kind of exposure and support from all of the army of followers who really truly are passionate about what he did, and I hope we can continue to do through his legacy.
A lot of work goes into this. Folks from JetBlue making this happen, donating a plane, and all of our friends and family that have joined to come out here and come up and raise money for something that's so important. This is a really special day, and especially this year being a makeup day. You know, it was tough. Unfortunately, we had to reschedule things, and the fact that we still have as many people as we have here today just shows the incredible commitment towards charity and doing good for others.
I was joking with Sam before he started his round. On a blustery and chilly day like today, what advice would the King have for the 85 players? He'd say, it's too cold, let's just go inside and grab a drink at the bar. In years past, this would usually fall right around the birthday of Arnold Palmer, and there was always a celebratory toast to honor that occasion. This year, there'll be a toast in his memory, led by his grandson, Sam Saunders. And later on Golf Central, we're going to hear from Mrs. Palmer, some of her memories, as well as some of her goals for the future going forward. Ryan.
Thanks, George. Still to come, wildfires spread rapidly in wine country in Napa. Rosie back to talk about how the fires have impacted the golf community. And Colin Montgomery, a winner again on the PGA Tour Champions, but is he Bernhard Langer's biggest challenger? Trip Eisenhower tells us who has the edge to dethrone Langer in the Schwab Cup playoffs next.